In this video,
Right, fighting.
here it is. Ooh, bigger than I thought. Turn the tap on. Seal in there. Ah, we can see the ball valve. What are you doing? More tools that I couldn't live without from the middle aisle at Lidl. The Parkside range. One of the tools I saw in the brochure, you may have seen in another video. Well, I bought it. Let's see how good it is and the others, and let's see what else is coming up in Lidl, if anything. Do I need to get my next tool fix from Aldi? Let's find out in this video. Please remember to like, subscribe if you're new here, and hello sheddies, and you join me again in my shed. I'm probably a bit late to the party here, but this is the brochure for the 22nd to the 28th of May from Lidl, and good for barbecuing, I suppose, and athletics, camping gear, 4-person tent, 99 quid with the Lidl app. That's interesting though. Camping table. How big is it? 60 centimetres, 2 foot and 26 centimetres high. God, that's ridiculous. I was thinking car boots and the like, but no. What is it about? Yay big. But I suppose you just sat on the floor camping, your gas burner on there and whatnot. Car airbed. More sporty athletics. Mini sewing machine, look, tenner. Portable, lightweight and powerful. Be interesting to have a go on it though, wouldn't it, I suppose? If it'd be any good for leather work. Interesting. LCD writing tablet. Writing notes and quick drawings. Cut lists and what have you. £7. Children's stuff, toys. But no Parkside stuff. You'd have thought they'd have had a few new items out. Obviously not. I think I need to look into what's going on at Aldi. Next. Oh, this is what I've been after. The programmable watering timer for your hose pipe. Now, if we remember, we looked in the brochure a few videos back, and these were I'm sure it said £8.99. Fly's just been zapped. Did you hear that? I wondered because it didn't list out the timer, but it showed a picture of it. Well, anyway, these are £12.99, which I still think is reasonable, but I haven't tried it yet. Put the bigger light on, see if it's, that's better. PBCG B2, if you're interested. Programmable irrigation schedules, 6 of. Irrigation duration, 1 minute. Maximum 9 hours, 59 minutes. Daily to weekly. Maximum working pressure, 4 bar. We've got quite a high pressure on our mains. Batteries included, AA. Adapters for the hose pipe, and then one for the tap. Rain resistant, UV resistant. 3-year warranty. Click system, suitable for standard hose systems. And as you can see on here, we can be sprinkling the lawn. I don't want to use it for a lawn, actually, because I'm getting rid of mine. I think. Getting the fake stuff. Although I might go back to putting another lawn in. We'll see. But yeah, if you want to sprinkle your lawn, I'm going to set it up for watering plants. So I'm going to put a hose all the way around the garden. I'm going to drop it down a little bit so I can water plants and hanging baskets and the like. See it mounted. For reliable automatic irrigation of your garden, blah, blah, blah. And the key thing I was looking at as well here, manual water extraction at the push of a button. So basically, press a button and it comes on, so you ain't going to undo the tap all the time. With a child safety feature. Right, let's have a look. Nicely packed by the looks of it. Instructions. Yeah, I'll probably have to read some of this. Not yet, though. You can already see it's got a filter in there. Mesh filter. Here it is. Ooh, bigger than I thought. A couple of batteries. So what we got? So that bit there for putting on the tap. Didn't make a satisfying noise, did it? Screwdriver. 2. There we go. Instead of doing the tap all day, you can just press the button. So power button by the looks of it. Is that, so keep my finger on that, probably go off. No. Oh yeah, lock. Open. Yeah, you probably leave it on for about 5 or 6 seconds. So turn the knob, and then we've got different settings or different programs. 6 down to 1. Overall, plastic rubber seal in there, as we can expect. And I suppose that is just to turn it on. There we go, it comes on straight away. And off. So it's very good to keep your button on it. Oh no, oh, clicked. Hear the click? Ah, does that mean you have to press it twice? So look, you can see here, look, to show when the water's coming out. Your finger on it. Just says, ah, hear it click. So that is showing on. I suppose first of all, we're going to put a time into it. And comes on and it clicks. So that's a good feature. Instead of just pressing it once, you've got to hold your finger on it. So to stop curious hands pressing it, click. There's a setting on here somewhere where you can control the percentage of the water that flows through, or I think there is. Really can't be bothered to read this. It shows to set up the time. Adapter 33.3 mil to 26.5 mil. Maximum water temperature of 40 degrees. 50 litres per minute at 4 bar. Splash proof. I can't be bothered to read it at the moment. Let's just have a quick play. So once we've got the tap running, I can put how long I want it to run for. So 4 hours, press the button, and then 4 hours, 5 minutes. Click, and then that'll run for 4 hours, 5 minutes. Let's turn that off. Program 3, whatever day of the week you want it. Tuesday, and then you turn it to activate it. Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that'll do. Time, set whatever time you want, 3 in the morning. How long for? 2 hours. There we go, so that should be set. Irrigation flashing. Turn it, what happens if I turn it? Nothing. 2 minutes. So you can pause it. Pause for 3 minutes. Interesting. Off or on. On. Right, so now if we go to program 3, we're set. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So do it for 2 hours, irrigation for 2 minutes, then pause for 3 minutes. I think that's right. I must have been looking at another one online then that had a power increase. So it controls the valve, a variable valve, but obviously this is just an open and shut valve, which is no big deal. You just adjust the tap for whatever pressure we want it at. Comes off there, rubber seal, as we'd expect. The hose lock fitting onto there, onto the hose pipe. Screw that onto the tap. 2 different thread sizes. Let's give it a go. Ignore the brick blowout there. It's in a temporary position. When I did my house renovations, I put the outside tap here temporarily. When I drilled the hole, it was a bit of a rush job. I didn't do a pilot hole first, but this wall's been reclad anyway, and then I'm moving the tap. I'm actually putting an outside sink in as well. So fitting it to the tap, and if you notice, it's because of the size of it, you can't rotate it to tighten it up, so it's got a free-moving collar. Push fit connect hose, and at this point, it got into sleep mode. So press the button, it comes back to life. Turn the tap on. And I just wanted to press the buttons first to see if it came on. And it does. This is going through about 15 metres of pipe first. And then turn it off. And as I say, I'm going to use this for irrigation around the garden, basically watering my plants. And I'm going to use the smaller diameter pipe for that with a reducer. So when it's in the on mode, you can actually set the timer. So I thought I'd set it for 1 minute just to see if it clicked off. Which it did, with no leaks at all. And if you leave it for a while, it goes into sleep mode. Press a button to wake it back up, obviously to save battery life. And that lock mode is a good feature to stop curious hands. You can't do anything when it's in lock mode. Press it again to open it up. And if you turn the button left when you're in program 1, you go to the time settings. You can adjust the time, and you can also adjust or change the day of the week. So far, I'm very impressed. Good value for money, doesn't leak, easy to use, does what it says on the tin. Next, now this has got to be the bargain of the year. 2-way valve with connector set, 2 push fit connectors, and a 2-way splitter with a valve on each or a tap on each. I think that's brilliant. £1.99. I dread to think how much the hose lock ones are these days. So again, 26.5 and 33.3 threads. Why do you need to be in here? You want to get in that bin again, don't you? Little doggy. What are you doing? What are you doing up here? What you got to tell me? That's Dante. We didn't name him, we inherited him. I think he's the best dog in the world. I'll leave him to it. So anyway, let's open it up. Instructions. I'm certainly not having anything to do with those. I'd always laugh about instructions. Obviously, when it's safety involved, ought to read them. And for me, when I'm setting up that timer, I learn it a lot better if I'm not reading instructions, if that makes sense. I like to work it out myself. The splitter, see, these can be removed. Nice seal in there. Ah, we can see the ball valve. There we are, look at that. So they're variable as well. Lower the pressure, And like I mentioned, I was going to set an outside sink up. Got an old sink, like a small Belfast sink, actually. You're potting up plants and you want to wash your hands, or whatever, really. This would be good for obviously putting on the tap and then splitting off. Let's say one goes into the sink and then the other one goes off to the timer, or I have another one going to the timer on the side, or the irrigation system, or maybe one for the hose pipe, whatever. Loads of variations. Also got this. Now, this was $6.99, brass tap. That's a nice style. I like the style of that. Better than that other one I've got. Handle isn't that big, though. You know, sometimes need a bit more surface area. Always the same, though, when you're doing house renovations in the inside, the outside is like the last to get done. Hence why that wall needs sorting out, the guttering needs sorting, the drain needs sorting, wall needs cladding. But I'll get it done this year. Instructions if we need them. Parkside. Feels smooth. Yeah, I like that. The other one I had the plastic fitting on. This one's obviously got a brass fitting. So we can go pop. And away we go. Nice. The other item, $6.99, was the hose handheld sprayer. Anyway, next. The tap and die set. Now, I'd seen these a while back, but I didn't bother buying them. I actually got a tap and die set, but I think I've lost a few of them out of it. I'll treat myself, get another one, especially when it's meant to be $9.99, reduced to $7.99. I know my good pal Roger from the Garage Workshop, he got one. Cable tie, get rid of that. Oh, God. Sort that out later. But, yeah, nice plastic box. A metal pinned hinge at the back. Painted but raised. These stackable corners as well, and at the bottom. I don't think I've got anything that shape from Parkside. Got the calipers. That's got a similar sort of feet or stackers. Things like the pad saw set with the jigsaw blades, screwdriver set there. I mean, they marry up and then they sort of slot together and they're really rigid. I don't know what else is this size, actually. You might be able to let me know in the comments. And any other comments as well, by the way. Thoughts, opinions, anything I've got wrong, stick them in the comments below. Here we are. Let's just see what it said on the back first. Steel, non-ferrous metal and plastic, 21-piece set. There's all the sizes if you want them. Instructions. Quite neat, though, showing all the sizes. Shows the thread, the core hole and the bolt size. Numbered. Why can't they get the sticker on straight, though? They go to all this effort of making it look like that. And the sticker is on the pin. Knurling at the top. That should unthread. Ah, yeah. Unscrew. And we can put it in that side. In fact, is that one going there? Both sides. And to remove, unscrew that. Unscrew them. Pop it out, put another one in. And then for the tap set, put that one into there, I think. Put that into there. Grips in nicely. I rarely use tap and die sets. When I do, they come in so handy. They're one of them things you really need when you need them. And the times I had to re-thread something. So let's find something that we can tap and die. Oh, what's this? A thread gauge. Brilliant. You can see on there, 1.25, 1.75. And the other side opens up as well. But what I'm going to try and do, let me find a bar. Digital calipers from Parkside. Some people mention that the batteries run out on these really quickly, but mine seem to be going really strong. What we got? Get the light on. 6.27 millimeters. I'm going to go for an M7 die. Bit big, really. But it'll do for a demo. The M7 tap. There we are. Right, put this in the vise. Sawdust out the way. Cut a piece off this bar. Now, I could just use a hacksaw to cut that. Where's the fun in that? I've got the cordless Parkside bandsaw here. Like butter. Cutting oil. See if we can get it to bite. Backwards and forwards. There we are, it's biting. Take the burr away. Slowly, slowly. Boop. That'll do. There we go. Just file a bit of that down. Look at the rust on this file. And to mix it up a bit. Whoops. And to mix it up a bit, let's use this bit of plastic that I got the other week. Do. I must say, this loosens itself very easily, which I'm not happy with. Let's do it from the other side. Biting straight away, as we'd expect. Oh. Yeah, it's the only downside to these. They loosen up very easily. Look, the handles are loosening up. Right, where's my bit of threaded bar? Notice the thread was more on one side because it's not the right size bar. But anyway, it's in there. So I think I'm going to have a trip down to Aldi, see if they've got some tools down there. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. It really helps the channel out. I've got some more tools to show you, including the cordless sander from Parkside. Those videos are to come very soon and more. Also, few weeks late, but I've got a few clips of the robotic lawnmower, and they'll definitely be in the next video in 2 days' time. If you're new here, subscribe. Got loads more videos on my channel. As I always say, I'm not an expert. These are just things I get up to in my shed at the weekend. Do your own research first. Don't do as I do. Do what's good for you. I'll put a link on the screen now to all my other tool reviews, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Take care, and remember, keep calm and head to the shed. Cheers! See you next time on Weekend Shedhead.